Okay. So normally we start with a chatting, but there's a short demo I want to play because it's awesome. And I hope folks like it. Photosensitivity warning though.
Present
Oh
day.
my god, photosensitivity warning.
Present time.
Uh, wow. Big muscly werewolf. Welcome to the pack. I mean, to the fold. Hope you have a good time here. Your life will be filled with happiness and sadness. Right. Right. We're gonna go into a game before we go into chatting. Yeah, let's do that. It's called Mirage
Present
Feathers.
day.
It's really cool.
Present
Oh, Sphere
time.
Song. Thanks for following. Your life will be filled with happiness and sadness. That is a really long photosensitivity warning to only last for 5 seconds, but you get the gist, I suppose. Okay, let's turn down the audio a little bit. That's good. Alright, so welcome to Mirage Feathers. It's a demo that we've been waiting for a long time. Well, it feels like a long time. I'm pretty sure we've only been following it for a couple months. I don't even know how it came up on our feed, but you know, games fall into our lap all the time in all sorts of ways. Also, we are kind of that stereotypical queer in the fact that if you tell us a piece of media is queer, we're like doubly more likely to engage with it as soon as we know that. So it's like, hey, you want to play a queer lolicon fucking rail shooter? Do you like Sin and Punishment a little bit? Do you like going pew pew? Maybe you're into Toho. I think this game is for you. The demo came out a couple of days ago. The artist, I'm assuming, did all the sprite work because their like Pixiv is full of awesome art. Are they ants in our rice? Ah, rice worms. Damn it. We got rice wormed. Well, at least it wasn't getting swatted. Doodle Konami. I owe you an Ada Ada. Let's see if I can give you a special one. Huh, that button doesn't work anymore. Huh. Alright. That's okay. Ada Ada. We used to have like a fucking like shoujo ass like filter that came down for that sort of stuff. But I guess we have to probably reprogram it. Anyway, how was everyone's week? Hey Specky. Hey Centillia. Hello. Cute girls game. I don't think that girl is wearing any pants. Well, actually, neither of them are wearing pants. Just saying. I'm also not wearing pants. I know how to play already, but I'll show you the tutorial first. Look how fucking cute this game is. I would die for them. Okay, I'm just getting used to it. Do we have flower worms too? We need to get some steel containers, like what we put the coffee in then, I guess. so funny streaming out in the living room. I don't even know if anyone here has ever even played Son of Punishment. We're actually a big fan of rail shooters. Like, if someone ever goes to arcade with us, the two things that'll make an arcade experience for us, we don't need anything else, is Dance Dance Revolution and, like, House of the Dead. Any House of the Dead, honestly. Though I particularly like 4 because you get fucking shotguns. Though if I have to choose any other one, I'll probably go with House of the Dead 2. For this game, I'd love to get like a fucking joystick or something. And we got a rail shooter relatively recently that we also want to play on stream. We don't know when we will though. That we'd love to get like a light gun for. I don't know if there's any cheap computer light guns. Maybe we'll put it on our throne or something. We played the demo for Panzer Dragoon for the Xbox because it was like in like a demo disc or something. We would just play it over and over again. We never actually got the game. It was also on Sega Saturn. But this one feels a little bit more arcadey. I guess also if you like Star Fox. Though Star Fox you have a little bit more control. Alright, let's try out the quote-unquote story mode. You only get a little bit of story. Just a tip. Star Fox 64 was a childhood favorite, so yes, for love of rail shooter. Nice! We never got to play Star Fox to completion, but Star Fox 64 is the only Star Fox we played. It's interesting that a lot of people grew up with Nintendo like in their homes. We had a what was it? An NES? Or our big brother had an NES. And when he by the time we were cognizant enough to play video games, he had like lost the cords or something, so we didn't really get to play it. I do think we have a very, very fleeting memory of playing Duck Hunt, which is also a light gun game. But most of our early gaming memories are with the Sega Genesis. And then we had the Sega Saturn, and then the first console we ever had that was like ours, that was a home console, was the PS1. But Sega Saturn is probably where we fell in love with rail shooters. There was like this geometry shooting game that's really weird. I think it's called Tempest 2000. And there was one other one that we were in love with. Irony for how ACAB we are now, but Virtua Cop. Virtua Cop is probably, especially Virtua Cop 2, is one of the best rail shooters ever. It's probably one of the only rail shooters we've ever finished, like played to completion. Well, until this comes out, because we'll probably just play the shit out of this. And this might get us into more traditional, what's that thing called? Bullet hells, because this definitely, I think, counts as a bullet hell. We have a CRT. We could probably use a regular light gun if there's any USB adapters for it. Oh, I'm sure you could probably do a USB adapter thing. Yay for Cute No Pants Club! Do you ever get triggered / re-traumatized when someone you follow makes anti-ADBL posts? Yeah. I want to be like, no, I don't care about any of that. But especially like someone I follow and stuff. Like, there was someone that we were, there's a really good furry. They're really chill. I'm not gonna say who they are. But there's a really cool furry, and like the furry community has a Patreon, and you get lots of cool art. And we have been supporting them for like a year, like through Patreon for a while. And then like maybe a year after we had stopped, and we were considering going back, we didn't because we saw them put up a post saying like, I will never, in like big bold letters, like, I will never draw baby furs. And it sounded in the same way some people say, I will never draw cub, or I never drew cub, I swear. Um, nah, you know you drew Cub. You know you did. Anyway, yeah, I fucking hate that, which is why I don't like being around intolerant folks. I don't need you to be into my kink, but I also don't want you to, or my way of life, but also don't like you to slam it. Same thing with anything. Curate your feeds, but meh. Oh, hey Del, nice. Hey there, Bean, I'm a baby fur too. Oh, nice. I saw a big muscly werewolf. I wasn't sure if you were gonna be like a gay bear. Not that I have any problem with those. No, I'm gonna do medium. There's no way I'm doing hard mode. I think we only just barely finished. Here we go! Greetings and welcome to Mirage Feathers demo. I'm Lucalia, Notarized Assistant. I'm also an AI. So we skip the prologue and jump straight to this point? Well, this demo is a showcase combat gameplay. We pick up the story in medias res to reduce spoilers. Here we start at the point after being the first boss. Expect some difficulty in gameplay. However, that's when Atari gets her second main weapon. Now you can hit the ground running, so to speak. This demo is a combat experience distilled. If you want to take a peek at the story, there will be a little bit towards the end. But now, without further ado, let's start. Oh shit, I totally forgot to do the fucking combined chat. So if there's anyone on YouTube right now, they have no idea. Or sorry, I have no idea what anyone on YouTube is saying right now. Shit. I care about communicating with my oomfies. Okay, now I can read any messages from people on YouTube. Still head pet height. Well, this is just my chibi form. I'm like an adult height. I'm not a short stack or anything. That's what physical age regression's for. Okay, this game is not as stimulating as it was before when we first played it. Actually, I think we literally went into trance when we first played it. I felt like a child soldier war machine. It was so great. Remember, child soldiers are the best soldiers. In Minecraft. Not quite baby fur, more baby fae. Ah, I see. One of my headmates is a fae. Actually, several of my headmates are fae. What am I talking about? Ugh, get ready! But they're mostly plant fae dragons, so they definitely still count on the furry spectrum. I guess technically scalies. But we never saw any reason to separate furries and scalies and avians and stuff, like, too much. I mean, yeah, subclasses or whatever. But whenever someone's like, oh, this isn't furry, because it's da-da-da-da-da-da, it's a little bit meh. Although, interestingly enough, also part of what we were planning for today's discussion we were researching some stuff about Therians, which we could technically be described as. We prefer the term otherkin. And although the two identities are as similar as, say, pansexual and bisexual, the nuanced distinction is important. And we didn't actually find out until recently, through a YouTube video by the YouTubers CritFacts, that the otherkin and Therian communities have separate histories. And of course, Therians are usually like animal animal aligned, or at least aligned with animals that tend to exist outside of ubiquitous fantasy creatures like dragons and griffins and stuff. But stuff like someone identifying as a goblin or a fae or a fairy can often fall into get ready. Can often fall into otherkin, and that was interesting. And the only reason we actually ended up identifying as otherkins explicitly, and especially first, is because that's the term we came into contact with first. And we weren't an otherkin before we were a furry, but we knew about otherkins before we identified as furries. I mean, not to hate on non-furries, but not having a persona is like almost weird. Like, I almost expect people to have a persona just automatically. Like how you expect someone to have a Twitter, or used to expect someone to have a Twitter. Stage 6. This looks fun, but it kills the bitrate, huh? Oh, does it? I mean, it's pretty... It's kind of crunchy, I guess. I don't know. Even my stream preview looks about what the game plays like. But if someone else ends up playing this, you could tell me comparison-wise. But I guess I'll look at the stream later to be sure. And this is at 60 frames a second. Well, the stream isn't at 60 frames a second, but I'm playing the game at 60 frames a second. Maybe when we get a new computer, we'll be able to actually stream at 60 frames per second. Maybe one day we'll even stream in 4K. When was the last time you wore a diaper? Currently! Continuously! I happen to be incontinent and a baby fur. The best of both worlds, really. Y'all remember to use these turns. I'm not actually locked into the screen. Like, I have a little bit of leeway. Although we actually haven't been wearing padding as much lately because we've been trying to save money. So it's been a little bit difficult. But we try to always reserve some diapers for stream, because otherwise we wouldn't feel very comfortable streaming. And we get along fairly okay without being padded if we're dehydrated, which is bad for you, especially during the summer. But you know, it's a fishing. Did I mention I'm a fish? I don't know if you could tell if I'm a fish. Well, a shark. Enemy approaching! Enemy approaching! Alright, let's go. This reminds me of the first level in Nier. Ugh. Destroy. Hydration and snack breaks are super important for folks in chat too. Oh yes, definitely. Thanks for chiming in on everyone's health sphere song. Enemy destroyed, holding course. Hold on, Atari. Let's not get carried away. Are you kidding? I'm just getting started. Well, true, but let me have a few words with the player. First of all, thank you for playing. This demo is not too long, and there are still many things that are not shown. I wonder if you think it's too difficult or too easy. If you feel like this is exactly what I want, that's great. And don't forget that Mirage Feathers actually has a story, and it's very important. The official release will feature more characters, more stages, and more artwork. So please look forward to the full release. Thank you! I hope you enjoyed this demo. See you at the full release. Game over. Ha! I beat Scribble's high score. We've never used high scores to compete with each other. We should start doing that. Too many letters. Punk. Nice. Alright, story. Story preview. Even if I cannot escape this cycle, I only hope that I've made some progress. Remember me. Please. Come on, don't ever burden yourself with doubt. Alright, I almost forgot. I know your birthday is coming, but I won't make it this time. So please accept this gift in advance. A necklace? No, a data chip. No! If one of us has to die, then let it be me. Miro! To be continued. I hope neither these lollies get buried. You know how gays get buried a lot. But sacrificing yourself for your partner is also very gay. I'm sorry, straight people, that's gay coded. So yeah, maybe check the game out or wishlist it if it seems your fancy. I really like the little blurb they put here. It's just, maybe one day I won't have to fight when I fly. I think that's pretty poggers.